Hey my YouTube people, thanks for clicking on this video. I greatly appreciate it, seriously. And I know most of my videos aren't the most interesting video or exciting video or what the heck you want to call it, but we are down to the boring part of remodeling this kitchen. I've brought you along so far for pretty much most of it, except for the going through cupboards and stuff. I didn't bore you with that because that's personal stuff. But I brought you along for refinishing that door, because that door was nasty. Well, not nasty, just aged. It was aged well, and now it looks really good. Now I just gotta do the outside of the door, but that's a different video for a different time. I'm not sure if I like the shade on it or not, though. I may end up taking off the shade and getting some sort of one-way film to go on it, where you can see out but you can't see in type film, UV film type thing, and just putting that over the windows. I'm thinking about it because I'm not sure if I like the way it looks anymore, because we've always had a shade on that door, but since refinishing that door, I'm not too sure about it anymore, if I like the way it looks. So I may end up putting a UV film on it, a one-way UV film on the windows, and getting rid of the shade. I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? But anyways, I brought you along for most of this remodel. Now, as I said, we're down to the boring part, and that's paint. Because I have to paint everything before we can move on to the lighting. You see, there's no lights up there. And have to paint before we go doing lights. And then I can just touch up where I need to when we go to install the lights, because we're putting in some, I wouldn't say puck lights, they're more like disc lights. The non-annoying, complicated kind, we found a really nice set. There's going to be like 6 lights in here now. It's going to be wickedly bright. That's why the lighting sucks in here right now. I've got 3 other lights on, but it's still a little wonky lighting to film, but oh well, it is what it is. We'll make do with what we can till we can get new lighting in here, but I have to paint first. As you saw at the beginning of this video, I have already done the green walls, or painted the walls. Now, this green is the original green. My mom chose this green when we moved in, and we painted the kitchen no blueberry. We painted the kitchen and the living room this green. Now, before she left, my dad and the 3 of us were in discussions on redoing the kitchen, repainting the kitchen. But I'm trying to stay busy to where I don't think too much, because if I think too much, then I start to bloober. So I'm just trying to do things to make my mom proud, and do things that we discussed doing before she left. So I'm just trying to accomplish those things that we wanted to do, if you know what I mean. So this is the original green. I went and I matched it up. I found the original paint samples that she went through, and we matched it up exactly. Now, it's funny when you look at I haven't done the dining room yet. There's a lot of things that have to move before I can do that. Like the fridge and the big dinette cabinet has to be pulled forward, which is going to be a bitch of a chore. It's going to take some serious muscle. It's a big dinette cabinet. My mom got it from my neighbor a long time ago, and it's heavy duty. It's 2 pieces, and it has all my mom's stuff in it, so we feel we can't get rid of it, along with anything that's in it. I know I'm rabbit holing and chit chatting too much as usual. I do that a lot in videos, but yeah, the original paint is very, how would you say, aged? Because if you look up there, I don't know how well you can, up there, by the shade, you can see how aged this paint actually is. This is obviously the new stuff. This is the original aged paint. But it's the same color that my mom picked out. A lot of the things that my mom put on the walls are going back on the walls. Maybe not the same exact spot, but I'm putting them back on the walls because they were my mom's. And I can't bring myself to do anything else with them. Because it hurts about as much as the day she left every single day. I miss my mom. So I'm just trying to do things to make her proud and projects that we talked about before she left. And as I said, we're down to the tedious part before lighting, because lighting has always sucked in here. They did the cheapest lighting possible, and I ripped it down. Put the camera away. I ripped it down and out like a month or two ago. What, this is March, so I ripped it down back in January, and I've been tediously doing things to stay busy, remodeling the kitchen. And this is the tedious part, or the, not the tedious part, this is the boring part. Already did the walls. I didn't bore you with that, so if you like watching paint going on walls and watching paint dry, this is the video for you. I've taken you along every step of the way so far. I thought I'd bring you along for some of the painting part. Now, I did already do the edge work. We're doing the ceiling today, sorry, be more specific. We're doing the ceiling today because that's the last step before lighting. So, I might show you some of the lighting, not all of it, because there's things I gotta do. My dad and I, gotta do up in the attic to run line to line, I forget what it's called, line to line. So all the lights will come on at the same time, and we need to get a dimmer switch. Because these disc lights can go on dimmer switches, and we can change the color of the light too to be more on the blue side or yellow side or white side. Excuse me, it's very interesting. I've rambled for 7 minutes, so I'm gonna get painting because, as you can see, the walls are done. I have not done the trim of the door frame. We are doing that in the same color that we're doing the ceiling. Because I want to take the door off and then paint it. Then I don't have to worry about it getting on my newly refurbished door. I had full intentions of doing that today, but it is wickedly windy outside today, so I don't want to take the door off and have everybody get cold inside and the pups and everybody get stupidly cold. But we're going to be painting the ceiling today. I've already done the trim. The trim work is done, so we just need to flat roll everything and give everything a double coat. I did the walls double yesterday. I tried to do it Wednesday, but there was a situation that someone got bitchy at me about that I didn't stop what I was doing right away and go help them. I was in the middle of a project. What the hell did you want? What, I'm not busy? And yes, I'm going to actually leave that in. I don't care if they see it and they get bitchy. But, anyway, so we're going to be painting the ceiling. Now, the funny thing about the color scheme in here is it's kind of food-based. The name of the paint on the walls that are here in the kitchen and the dining room is called guacamole. My mom chose that. Now, the ceiling was always white. We painted it white when we did the kitchen. But I'm changing it. I don't want to go white. And the name of the paint going on the ceiling, now it's going to go on the ceiling throughout the whole house, not just the kitchen, all the way through the house, the dining room, living room, down the hallway, everywhere it's going to be this color. And it's coconut. The name of the paint is coconut. And why is that so funny is, one, everything we're doing in the kitchen so far is food-based, because the stain I put on the door here is called honey. The paint on the wall is guacamole. The color on the ceiling is coconut. And the funny part about that is I'm extremely allergic to coconut. Actual coconut, not the paint. My mom was allergic to paint. The smell of paint. But anyways, I'm allergic to coconut, so it's kind of funny that we're putting coconut above my head. And we're thinking, because we are going to redo the floor in here too, and I think the floor that we might have chosen is called Cocoa. So, it's kind of funny. The kitchen is food-based coloring, which I think my mom would have gotten a big kick out of. But I rambled for 10 minutes now. I'm going to turn my music back on. I'll have to put a music over this, and I'll probably speed it up because I know this isn't the most greatest videos painting. Maybe I'll take you outside and show you something else with chickens later. But I'm going to turn my music back on. I'm going to put music over this, and let's finish painting. Hope you like watching boring stuff because all it is me painting the ceiling. I will speed it up though because, it's boring. But the tedious shit has to get done before we can move on. So, let's throw some music on and get back to work.
When I was breathing, they kept
my new favorite song.
Only called when they needed assistance. Never asked how I was holding on. Just took what they could, and they were gone.
Bunny. There's handsome boy. Just handsome boy. But I was out here and I noticed two of my birds were missing. Especially the roadrunner, because she likes to free range. And I told her that if she goes on the wrong side of the fence, I'm not chasing you, you're on your own. But I did find her. She's now down there picking through stuff. She blends in a lot. But I couldn't find them. One of my gray ones were missing. Turned out the gray one was in the house, but I'm like, okay, where is the roadrunner? 'Cause that's what I call her. And this is my IBC tote that I've been searching for a new one and being extremely unsuccessful, because as you can see, it is just falling apart. It's pretty much gone. It's barely being held up there. The pallets I have it on are smashing, so I need a new tote. I've been searching for a new tote. I need to, bite the bullet and find one or something and set it back up, because that's how I water all my animals outside, is with that. And some of my potted plants during the drought season, because that fills up and then I'm good for a while. It's still got a bit of water in it, but I'd really like to get a new one before it completely collapses. Especially when the doofy roadrunner. Yes, hi Bubba. Hold on, we'll talk about chickens for a minute. Hold on now, the Bubba. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know how well you can see in there, but we zoom in. Right there. There you go. She's sitting underneath this scary ass thing. And she has at least she has at least 3 or 4 eggs under there. So that's where she's been hiding lately, to lay her eggs rather than in the house with everybody else. So now I have the fun task of trying to figure out how to crawl under there and get the eggs. It's gonna be just so much fun to lay there and reach under. I don't know. Well, at least she didn't go on the wrong side of the fence. Everybody was accounted for. That's a good thing. Turkey lurkey. And she's been laying over here in the corner pretty consistently. She was sitting on those eggs a little bit ago, which there's no point because there's no guy. Oh, Daddy, what's your? There he is. But just try to bring you out here, and we'll go back inside now and show you the finished paint job inside. Well, I finagled my way under there and I got them. There's 5 eggs that she laid under there. This is one of the other chickens, and that's turkey lurkeys. I really wish she'd pick a different place to lay those, because it's a bugger to get under there and get those damn things. Hi. Shall we go inside and show everybody? Yeah? Okay, let's go inside and show everybody. And then we'll end this video, okay? Yeah, okay. Well, that's one more thing completed here in the kitchen. As you can see, I did get some of the things back up on the wall. Ignore that side of the door. I haven't completed that yet. Now that there's warmer weather, I will be able to complete that. But as you can see, I did get some of the stuff back up above. Not everything yet. I still have a few more things to get back up there. But my mom was really into cows, so I'm making sure to put all the cow stuff back, because most of the stuff on the top shelf or on the walls, she put there. And I don't have the guts to change that. Not sure I ever will. But the paint on the ceiling came out really good. Perfect color. Again, the ceiling is coconut. The walls are guacamole. The door is honey. And I believe we're going to be going coconut. Try that again. We're going to be doing cocoa on the floor. Just the kitchen. The wood floor throughout the house, that's going to stay the same. It's just the kitchen floor needs to be redone. And I always talk to my mom about redoing it and repainting and changing the lighting. And I'm just trying to make her proud and accomplish those things that we always talked about. I just wish she was here to see them. But the paint job, that's one more thing off the to-do list for the kitchen. Now we're on to lighting. There's going to be, let's see, what are they called? They're not puck lights, they're disc lights. If I remember right, they're disc lights. There's going to be, I think, 4 over here. I think it's a box of 6. There's going to be 4 on this side, 2 on this side, and 2 bigger ones towards the middle here. So we got to daisy chain all that together and get a dimmer switch. And then there'll be a heck of a lot better lighting in here. And then flooring, and then the kitchen will be pretty much done. I'm thinking of swapping out the dishwasher to an 18-inch and putting in a cupboard next to it. I'm not quite sure yet. It's really hard to find an 18-inch because most of them come in a 25 or a 24. But we don't really need a giant dishwasher. I mostly wash everything by hand. But I was thinking maybe going an 18-inch instead. They're just rather hard to find. Oh, and most of the time you can only order them online, and you need a credit card to do that. I don't own any plastic. If you don't have the cash for it, then you don't need it. But anyways, the paint came out really good in here. I really like the coconut on the ceiling. The joke is about the coconut on the ceiling is I'm extremely allergic to coconut, so it's kind of funny that we're putting that above my head. But eventually we're going to be scraping the popcorn ceiling crap, texture crap off the ceiling throughout the house and redoing it. So there's a lot more DIY videos coming up, so I hope you stay tuned for that. And you can't even see the crack that was right there on the wall. So I patched that really well. Looks really good. Can't even tell. Bear's trying to get my attention. So I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. On to the next project, which is either lights or flooring. I don't know, unless I get distracted by a different project. Because it's getting to be warm outside and there's a lot of stuff I need to do outside. I need to get the Chaos Garden started. Memorial Chaos Garden started. I got a whole bunch of other gardening stuff, gardening plans. Hopefully Chip Drop will come soon. A whole lot of plans for that too. So I'm going to stop rambling. Start another project more than likely. I'll catch you next time. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my mountain videos. There's lots of those. And it's starting to warm up there. So we can go fishing. Yay. Yay. Yeah. Bear's standing here. Listen to every word I say. You're so cute. So again, thanks for watching. I know it's just a boring ass paint. But it's got to be done. Just thought I'd bring you along. And yeah. One more thing done in the kitchen. So thanks for watching. Catch you next time. I greatly appreciate you watching. Seriously, I know I was just watching paint dry. But I greatly appreciate you. Hope you subscribe, whack my like thingy, and I'll catch you next time. So what do you think of the paint job, Mama? Come out pretty good?